Augmented reality has often been described as one of the key technologies that will change our lives in the next decade. But the examples, as demonstrated here, are primarily aimed at the marketing, advertising and digital creative sector. For it to have a real impact, it needs to impact the business, governmental and technology areas of our lives. Augmented reality can show us some amazing things in the real world, and we're actually here in a very rural location where some pretty interesting high-tech augmented reality innovation is actually taking place by a company called Vuzix. Let's go inside their offices and take a look at what they've got to offer.
We have a range of augmented reality products which are being used extensively in engineering, in academia and in vertical commercial markets now. And those are the world's only head-mounted displays in order of delivering an AR experience. Currently most people are using augmented reality and they're having to hold up a pad or a mobile phone in order to do that. Well, by using head-mounted displays, you're able to remove the need to do that, and you're able to have a hands-free operation. This is from our augmented reality range. This is actually the Rapstar 1200 with a 1080p camera and the ability to see through the displays. If I turn the camera around, and if you're able to see the laptop display, you will see the effect that the camera has. But it has more enchanting properties than that. In fact, if I take the camera and, assuming I had it out my head, and point it down to there, you will start to get, all of a sudden, a dragon and a man in armour. And that is delivering an AR experience, which can be whatever the software has been programmed to do. So from here, it's, I guess you could argue, a little bit of an interesting experiment, but imagine if we were able to use it for a building site or in a construction or in a medical environment. In the aircraft industry, it's essential that they turn aircrafts around pretty quickly if they have any issues with them, because the longer on the ground, they're not able to make money from them. So imagine the scenario where there's a problem with the plane, it's landed at Heathrow, and they need to get an engineer to look at a fault, potential fault on the wing. If he's out there, then with, for instance, the M2000 device, which contains not only a display for him to see information fed to him by the supervisor of the manual or whatever, but also has a 1080p camera. So he can verify that information by sending it back and get verification. So all the cross checks that are necessary to make the aircraft, to be sure its airworthiness, could be conducted on the spot live in a two-way traffic data aspect. This is an exciting new product which will be coming from Vuzix later this year. This is the M2000 AR. For the first time, a world first using waveguide technology. So no longer do we need liquid crystal displays. We're actually going to be able to display the image onto a small slither of glass, which is no thicker than the glasses I'm wearing, and the images will be transmitted to there, and then you'll see alongside it there's also a 1080p camera. This feeds back to a control box which will accept connectivity from smartphones, USB, HDMI, a whole cross section of connectivity that's necessary for these types of devices.